Time's up. Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
I want to see boobies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Every time. Howdy, all. Welcome back to the Daily Dive, the double D's, where you, the chat, the gatekeepers, because you are the gatekeepers. We fight to preserve. We fight to tell the truth. I think that's something that needs to be reminded. We spend a lot of our time trying to make sure that the truth gets told in a lot of ways. And it's very hard to get the truth out there because the minority stand base for anything that we talk about, they work overtime to basically create a lot of noise, to talk over truths. That's what they do. And sometimes when you're a smaller voice like me, it's hard to get it out there. And it is sometimes a little rough because sometimes I feel like the larger voices don't go all the way in terms of telling all the truth. They get locked in on certain aspects and they don't look at the broader picture. They talk about the thing that they understand, but they don't realize there is a level above that or a level below it. You know, there's narratives. There's layers to the onion. And when the screaming idiots scream so loud, it's hard to feel like you're getting through. And today is going to be no exception because we got a fun one today. I was sitting around last night. Just quick, make sure that thing doesn't move. Sorry. Last night I'm sitting here because I shifted the game. I shifted the Dragon Quest Solo Gaming stream to tonight. So I'm sitting here. I've eaten dinner, relaxing, playing a solo game, listening to Dermy yammer on about VTubers or something like that. And I got a cutscene going on here, so I casually look over at my browser, and I'm gonna check, see if anything's happening. And I start scrolling, and I had no idea that during the day yesterday, Ted Sarandos was in Congress for the first set of hearings surrounding Netflix Warner Brothers deal. I didn't know this. But apparently Ted Sarandos was in Congress under oath giving testimony. And he said a bunch of stuff, said a few things. A lot of it, everything is important, what he talked about. But one thing jumped out that last night started making the rounds. And when I saw it, I realized, oh, hello. Hello, something I understood and knew. Hello, the fact that Ted Sarandos confirms James Gunn's Superman underperformed. He flat out said it. We're not going to play the clip because I don't want to listen to Spartacus talk. But he was Cory Booker. Spartacus asked, I want to ask a direct question. Will this be fully exclusive 45 theatrical day window? And Sarandos talk about the 45-day window. And that's where this comes in. It is the industry standard for self-enforcement. However, routinely movies that underperform, the window moves a little bit. And Superman was a little shorter window and Sinners a little longer window, but they still could refer to it as a 45-day window. Superman 2025. James Gunn's Superman underperformed. Oh my. It's almost as if myself and many others were saying that since last summer, when after a month, 45 days, they started to decrease its theater presence. And they punted it onto digital for purchase. And then a couple weeks later, put it on streaming. That's flop because we know the truth. How many times did myself and others say what the total cost of Superman 2025 was? Very simply put, Superman 2025's budget per Ohio tax records that Warner Brothers had to file, $363 million production budget. And that's before the reshoots. That's before reshoots. And then, per a Hollywood Reporter article, $150 to $200 million in marketing. So we'll go with the 150. So either way, it pushed over $500 million with its baseline costs before reshoots. Multiply it times 2 because we knew the marketing budget, not 2.5, and that's $1 billion to break even. Well, remember, Warner Brothers came out and said, oh, no, the movie was only $220 million in budget and about 50 to 100 million marketing, which still meant its break even was $645 million. Okay? All right? Well, we know the truth. Superman's final tally was around $615 to $618 million. That's below even their break-even numbers. But remember, guys, remember. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Here we go. Remember, they wanted to be told us that according to every shill media put out there, it made $100 million theatrical profit, which was impossible. When your break-evens is either $645 million or $1 billion, you will not break even. But today, the cope is real. The cope is real for the guntards, for the cock-swallowing, cum-guzzling guntards. It did not, by definition, it did not flop, even if it should have made more. No, it did flop because we have the receipts, the proof of what it needed to make money, whether it's their numbers or our numbers, the real numbers. But the cope goes crazy now. Here's the clip. We'll just let it run when he does that. I think some morons don't realize underperformed doesn't mean it didn't make a profit. BVS underperformed because WB rightly thought a movie with DC's trilogy would make $1 billion. Then the movie sucked ass. Still made money. Didn't gain confidence to anyone with a brain. No, it didn't. No, underperformed does mean it didn't meet profit margins. That's the definition of it. Superman underperforming doesn't mean it didn't make profit. Wow, it's almost as though they have their marching orders to cry a lot. Superman should have made closer to $800 million, but it didn't. Here comes the cope. It didn't because of external factors like DC having to regain the trust of fans. This is in no way him saying the film wasn't profitable. He also wasn't in charge of the film, so what he deems as successful could be completely different than what Gunn and Safran deemed successful at the time. Remember, they said $500 million is successful, everybody. Then we deem it a success across as that. If Superman 2025 and the DCU in general was profitable, Warner Brothers Discovery would not have been in play for Netflix to now consume it. It's that's the truth. It's that simple. Whether you like it or not, you cannot argue the facts. Ted Sarandos, under oath, says this movie underperformed, which means it did not hit profitable margins. That's what it means. We're going to sell this jackass. And then there's this guy right here who doesn't. We have a guy here, Thomas Logan, says the math. He says the proper math. A little off on the figure there. It's 363, but he has the general math and tells the truth about James Gunn lying that they took it out of theaters because they need to make room for Peacemaker. And of course, this guy right here is going to say, "Oh, don't you understand? The followers of 27 million not made money, not understanding." Nobody in their camp understands gross versus net. They simply do not. So we educate once again. If your gross does not hit the break-even mark, which is generally 2.5 times the projected budget, the released budget numbers, you do not get a profit. Net profit is what's important. Superman did not make $100 million in theatrical profit. They will fudge the numbers and say for streaming and video release, stuff like that, oh, it made some money there. They'll say it made money after the fact, but in the theaters, Superman technically flopped because it didn't make money. And once again, I go back to what Dre said when we were talking about this ad nauseum last summer. Flop does not mean bomb, but a lot of people equate flop with bomb. Superman did not bomb. It flopped. It did not succeed. And as I said, I forgot to bookmark, so pardon me for not getting this one. There are people out there saying that according to the numbers, Superman was still in theaters for 73 days. Yeah, but how many theaters was it in? And how much money was it making? It made nothing. In the remaining 30 days post going to digital after 45 days, or actually more like 35 days, 35 to 40 days, when it went to digital, it made no money. It made nothing in the theater. It made peanuts. I made more. I made more profit talking about it than they did. And I didn't make much because I'm a small channel. That's the truth. But they want to say, oh, it was in there for more than 45 days, but it was in no theaters anymore and made no money. Underperformed means no profit. So here it is. This is the full-on cope. They're going to try and redefine it and make all the excuses in the world, but the truth is Superman 2025 is a failure. The DCU is bleeding right now. Supergirl's going to do terribly. If Superman could not make more than $615 million, Supergirl will not make a profit with the money that they're spending on that movie and the marketing they're going to be pushing. Clayface ain't going to do shit. Lanterns ain't going to do shit. Next year, Man of Tomorrow is not going to bring... Superman 2025 got to where it was because you didn't have a track record. You still had a little bit of trust, had a little bit of goodwill, and people were willing to give a benefit of the doubt. That's gone. There is no way Man of Tomorrow makes even $600 million if they're lucky. Because think about it. That means the world, the other 7.5 billion people around the world only spent $300 million on Superman 2025 in theaters. It was even, both sides. That's the truth. But here's the cope. And they're going to cope. They're going to, and they're going to label all of us who are going after this as Snyder tards, as Snyder bros. Not a Snyder bro. Not a Snyder guy. Didn't like that either. Not really. So don't listen to what they say. Their cope is real. They are all coping this morning. But here we are. Those of us who understood it, it feels good to be right. It feels good to know the truth. And I love being right. All right, there you go. There you go. Don't you love it? Don't you love when things work out that way? I do too. I'm not angry. I'm happy. I'm happy. Well, I'm excited. I love it. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It's always my fault. It's always my fault. For some reason or another, it's always my fault, I guess. My limited reach in the world makes it my fault. Go figure. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing all right today. You guys are still rolling in. It's Wednesday. I don't particularly like Wednesdays. I don't like Wednesdays. I don't like Tuesdays for the simple fact that I can't get around larger creator streams. I just don't. I hate it that my time slot is owned by bigger channels as well. But you guys are here, and I'm happy you guys are here. Bob Davi and Joey Pants gonna be MegaCon. Hey, Bob Davi's cool, man. Bob Davi's cool. He's based as fuck. Bob Davi's based as fuck, dude. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. All right, so what do we got? So I got through my early story there. I got through my early story, but I guess for a minute I will talk about. It's funny to watch Cope. I will say this: it's funny to watch whenever whenever a stand goes into cope mode, because cope means that your cognitive dissonance is in full effect. Now, listen, I'm not saying all of us don't cope in some way, shape, or form, but to cope to the levels that they have to convince themselves that everything's okay, it's always amusing. It's always funny. And I laugh. I laugh because usually when they're coping, it's just because we were right. It's usually because we were right. And I love it. All right. See, now that my dirty old man radar just went up. Listen, I want Daphne Keith to sign something, but it's not a paper or nothing to do with the Acolyte. I wanted her to sign something with her mouth. That's what I wanted her to sign something, but it has nothing to do with the Acolyte. I'm a dirty old man. I admit it. She's half my age, and I'm a dirty old man. And puberty was very, very kind to her because she evolved into a smoking hot young woman. But I'm a dirty old man. I admit it. I have lust in my heart for a young woman. Dude, she is hot. She is hot. She's an idiot because she keeps pushing Disney Star Wars. She doesn't have to. Her character's dead. I don't know why she is. She didn't have to push it. Just go all in on your X-22, X-21, whatever the Wolverine clone girl's name is, X-21. Go all in on that. You're going to be in Marvel now. Go in on that. Don't try to pretend Acolyte was anything. You can go be hot in other movies. You don't have to be Jackie, the Swiss cheese factory from Acolyte. Oh man, when they killed her character, I laughed my ass off. Also, once again, they dressed down a super hot chick in a Star Wars show. They made her ugly, put her on that terrible prosthetics, and dressed her down in frumpy Jedi robes. They've had Jedi and hot stuff. Isla Sakura, she walked around with her Twi'lek titties out. It's okay. It's fine. It can work. It's okay. Jedi can be sexy too. It's allowed. Well, later on, it's allowed. Either way. But yeah. Either way, yeah. So, all right, getting off my dirty old man rant because we could stay on that for a long time. Cope is fun. They're all coping, and we'll laugh and point fingers over it. All right. So, what else we got today? We'll go over the news. I don't know how long we're going to go today. When I don't have a lot to talk about, or when you guys don't throw things my way, I don't know how long we're going to go. But we'll have fun doing it either way. I'm just trying to take it easy because tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow's big day. Starfleet Academy, episode 5, the raping of Benjamin Sisko. Yeah. They're going to go after Benjamin Sisko, and apparently now for $15 for Weasel the Shaved Furry. Since Jeremy got to show off 2 of his favorite games, I think I should be able to show off one of mine. Check out Furry Pride Paradise on Switch. It's from those same developers. My wife made me play it, so it's perfectly okay. All right, Weasel the Shaved Furry. I guess we're going to be checking out Furry Pride Paradise. What's wrong with Nintendo making these games? what is wrong with Nintendo making these games? I'd like to know this. First we got the near furry anime waifus and husbando games, and now we got furries and feet. And the feet. Don't forget the feet. Ugh. Anyway, let me blow my nose, and we'll go over to the news. Blow my nose. We'll see what the news has in store for us for stuff we don't already know about. It really is annoying. Over 3 months, I've had this, whatever I've had, and it's just this. It's only in the morning, and then periodically through the day, my nose will get activated, and I got to blow it a lot. Only in the morning does I get shit in my throat. I'm essentially fine. Nothing wrong with me. This is lingering sick. I don't remember ever being sick this long in my life. I really don't. Not really. Not this long. All right, let's refresh and let's check out the news. See what we can get into trouble with today. It's all about getting in trouble. People don't pay attention if you don't get in trouble, I guess. Anyway. All right. Here we go. Right away, of course. The ad blocker. Oscar screenplay race breakdown from, who gives a crap about your Oscar race, please. Oscars are worthless. Worthless. Do we even know who's hosting it this year? What retard they got up there to run cover for the other retards? Don't care about music. Variety promotes somebody I don't care about to another executive edition. So somebody here, she failed upwards, obviously. Hang on, I got the hiccups. Talking too much, too fast. Here we go. Let's see if that fixes it. Netflix sets release date for Oscar-nominated live-action short, The Singers. Never heard of it. Mary Carrillo will take over for Savannah Guthrie at NBC Sports Winter Olympics. Yes, that is a messed up thing. I don't care what differences we may have with Savannah Guthrie and what she says or does, but her mother was kidnapped, apparently, and she's being held for ransom by some filthy human beings. So, I mean, that's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. This is why, if you have any level of fame, you keep where your parents live a secret. Keep where your family secret. This is why doxing is such a scummy thing when people do it, because it puts people in danger. For some reason or other, somebody somewhere probably doxed her mom's address and allowed for some scumbags to then break in and kidnap her. The world is still a very dangerous place, and a lot of people want to make it more dangerous. So, thoughts and best wishes to Savannah Guthrie and her family. I hope that the FBI finds her before it's too late, because that's frightening, man. That's frightening. Conan is host for the Oscar again, so it's gonna be more lame shit then, because Conan sold out a long fucking time ago. He sold his soul a long time ago. He ain't your friend. He ain't funny man no more. The mood inside Disney over Josh D'Amaro's ascension to CEO is mainly relief that the uncertainty is over. It's great to have clarity. Oh, here's what I want to know. Did Bob Iger give him his office? Did Bob Iger give Josh D'Amaro his office with the bathroom? That's what I need to know. Somebody find that out, please. I need to know this. Don't care about that. 13 Reasons Why ex-producer Joy Gorman works with Rise Literary to adapt projects and launch new publishing imprint. Whatever. All I see is legacy publishing. They're going to gatekeep people with true creative ideas out. Paul Thomas Anderson versus Ryan Coogler. Don't give a fuck. They're all assholes. Mike Flanagan's The Extras cast Chitwe Ejiofor. Now, he's a really good actor. Ejiofor is a really good actor. But they're redoing The Exorcist again? How many times do they redo The Exorcist? Shower is his personal property. Yeah. Love Island star. I don't care who she is. Love Island. You mean reality whores? Don't care about streaming. Radio.com. Fuck it. Westminster Dog Show honors Catherine O'Hara and her Best in Show legacy, a true legend. Best in Show is actually an amusing little movie. It is an amusing little movie. I've seen it a couple of times. It's amusing. It's amusing. Bachelorette special. Yeah, no thanks. Asa Butterfield, Mark Strong, and Kira Sedgwick team for comedy. Happy from the Lucky Wrecker. I like Mark Strong. Kira Sedgwick isn't that entertaining anymore, and I've never understood the allure of this kid. He's not that good. SNL UK. SNL UK? Well, that won't be funny either. Let's see. Anything else of interest here? Anything. Super Bowl commercials face their biggest challenge, surge in new young crowds not interested in beer jokes. I'll be honest, I'm not interested in beer jokes either, and I'm an old man. So there you go. Anything of interest. Anything. Guardians of the Galaxy, Palm Clemtief, I'm going to say her last name, talks balancing big studio movies and indies, French Homecoming with Mia Moore. I had forgotten that part of me. Listen, she's hot. She's hot. Give her that, man. She's hot. Bezos' WAPO cuts 30% of staff, laying off more than 300 employees, including Amazon beat reporter. Well, the Washington Post, known as the Washington Pest, is not a good newspaper. It's a terrible newspaper. Doesn't tell the news properly. So, of course, Bezos is trying to save money and probably restructure it because he allowed it to become even worse under his ownership. Fuck around and find out. Let's see. Anything else here? Wow, we got a lot going pretty deep here. A lot of stuff's happening, but none of it's interesting. A lot of stuff happening, nothing interesting. Oh, that's good news. Dave Coulier in remission from tongue cancer. Good for Dave Coulier. I remember when we talked about that when that got announced. That sucked that he beats cancer only to get it again. So good for Dave Coulier. I'm happy for that because Dave Coulier was always a good entertainer. So good for Dave Coulier. Dirty Dancing musical. No, thank you. Don't care. Let's see. Todd Haynes' romance Danos resurrects with Pedro Pascal confirmed to star. More Pedro Pascal. Just what we need. All right. Anything else here? Anything else of interest? Just looking real quick before we move on. All right, let's move on. Everything announced at 2026 Overwatch Spotlight updating live. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Overwatch. Nobody's tuning in for an Overwatch Spotlight stream. Come on now. K-pop Demon Hunters Lego sets announced. Okay. All right. We are going to look at this for the simple fact that whenever Lego set comes out, I want to see what they're charging for it. So let's see. What are they charging? Are they saying what they're charging for this Lego sets? No, they're not. They're not showing it off yet. So they've announced it's merely an announcement. Well, once again, it's probably going to be overpriced, but it'll probably sell. And it'll probably sell because K-pop Demon Hunters is a profitable IP. I still think it's dumb they're waiting another 3 years for the next movie, but it's profitable. Nintendo reveals 2 classic Game Boy titles joining Switch Online today. Okay. F1 and Apple tease F1 sequel. Stay tuned. Never say never. Well, listen, F1. I don't know what its profit was, but it did have a good run. There was not a lot of negativity over it. There was some but not a lot of negativity. It found its audience, and Apple doesn't care what they spend. That's the key part of this right here. Apple does not care what they spend on anything they do because it's more about creating a place for what they're talking about rather than making money on it, if that makes any sense. The Outer Worlds 2 fans react after report claims Obsidian isn't working on a sequel. Blame Microsoft's initial $80 price tag for hype dying. No, price tag does not kill anything. You may lose a little bit of money for price tag, but perfect example. If GTA 6 is $100, it doesn't fucking matter. 50 million people are going to fucking buy it. That's just the truth. If a game is hot, if a game has enthusiasm, if a game has a dedicated fan base, the price tag does not matter. So you cannot hide behind, oh, it didn't do well because Microsoft priced it too high. No, it didn't do well because Obsidian makes shitty games now. That's what goes on. So you can't hide behind that. If a game is hot, it'll sell. GTA 6, with its possible $100 price tag, will prove that point. Super Cactus Boy, Vegelplips, drops first gameplay trailer. Well, that looks like Nightmare Fuel right there. That looks like Nightmare Fuel. Huh? Jigglypuff is warming up for a Pokemon 30th anniversary special video at the Super Bowl. Well, I'm sure we'll all see it, and some of us will react to it differently. Nintendo Partner Direct announced for this week. Okay. I guess we'll find out what's going on tomorrow. Nintendo acknowledges Switch 2 sales have been slightly weaker than expected outside Japan, yet still has sold well. But it is weaker because guess what? As I keep saying, there is no library. There's no Switch 2 library. There's a Switch library. There's a for both of them library, but there's no Switch 2 library. And that's a problem. Steam Machine on track for early 2026, AMD says. And it should know it supplied the internal hardware. So we're going to probably hear something in the next couple months, and I'm very interested. Now, I can, of course, at this moment in time, I won't be able to get one, but I'm very interested. I'm still very interested. We'll see how it goes. That's one of my predictions of one of the big stories of the year: the Steam Machine, the Steam Cube, the Gabe Cube, as Weasel likes to call it. It sounds like the journey to a brand new location for Fallout 3 could involve a meaty side quest. Let's tell the truth here. Nobody watched Fallout Season 2. Let's tell the truth. Nobody knew it ended last night. I only know because I keep track of these things, but nobody knows, and nobody cared. This show didn't resonate with anybody. And I know there's a strain of standing out there going, oh, the new California Republic Army was there. Yeah, that's not going to save this show. Nobody cares about Fallout show. They had to admit a few weeks ago that it is significantly behind in terms of viewership of season 1. Significantly. It hasn't charted anywhere this season. It's probably done. Amazon's going to cut its losses. It's going to cut its losses, I think. I don't think there'll be a season 2. Remember, they had already announced season 3. They had already announced season 2 before season 1 ended last year. They'd already announced it. It just ended last night. No season 3 yet. That's never a good sign. Borderlands 4 Switch development paused as GTA publisher says it's incredibly excited about bringing other games to Nintendo's console instead. Whatever. Brandon Sanderson gives his first update about the Apple TV partnership. Again, good for Brandon Sanderson. He is well, I don't give a crap about his IPs. I do not. None whatsoever. He is proof of concept that you could go as a writer. If you have enough of a following, you can go into business for yourself. You do not need legacy publishing anymore. So whatever, I have no opinion about his content, but I respect his business model. Remember, a couple of years ago, he made $20 million on Kickstarter in a week. Proof of concept, which is why I keep going. There's a chance, always a chance, possibility. Amazon Fallout Countdown turns out to be not to be Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas Remastered. Here's what revealed. I'm just curious now. All right, I'm curious. What did they reveal? Let's see what they revealed. Just curious. What was it? What was it? What was it? It turns out a 3D interactive representation of the penthouse. Wow. Wow. Wow, they suckered all y'all. We're getting a new game. We're getting remastered. You got an interview with TV version of Mr. House. Good job, Bethesda. You fucked people in the ear again. And a lot of them will come back for more. Don't give Bethesda your money. They're not a good company. Next generation Xbox could launch in 2027. Ha ha ha! Give me a break. Talk about hey, newsflash, Microsoft. That was the mistake that Sega made. Launching first. Don't launch first. Don't launch first. That didn't work for Sega. Hasn't worked for you. Launch late. 2027. No one's going to drop money for a new Xbox console in 2027. No. That's a bad look, man. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, and that'll be if they do it, that's their last one. They're done. They're cooked. They're over. Battlefield 6 fans unhappy with how the new update adjusted controversial cosmetics. Devs say a fix is coming. Well, you've got your dedicated fan base, your dedicated player base, so you got to be nice to them. Take-Two CEO denies rumors GTA 6 will be digital only at launch. That's impossible. It's coming out for the PS5. They're going to have physical copies. It will be physical copies. Last of Us Season 3 finds new Manny as 2 actors join the cast. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Take-Two CEO response to stock price drop following Google Genie announcement. I think people are confusing tools with hits. Anyway. GTA 6 restate reaffirmed by Take-Two as marketing will kick off this summer. So GTA 6, they're saying it's sticking to that launch window. What is it, December or November? I think it's November. I don't remember. Somebody tell me. I don't remember. There it is, though. If it happens, man, it's going to be a rough week for me because I'm not playing it, and that's all people want to talk about. I mean, we can talk about a roundtable, but man, it's going to be a rough week for me. Because I have my principles. I do not care about Grand Theft Auto. I will not simply play the game to get clicks. I won't. Chappelle Rowan is joining Fortnite, and here's how he looks. Chappelle Rowan is a dude. That's a dude who's taken a lot of chemicals and had a lot of surgery. That's a dude. There's a penis there. I think. Might have been chopped off, and now there's a gaping wound. But either way, that's a dude. That's a dude. There's no ovaries in there. No ovaries. That's into yesterday now. So here we go. All right, that's it. Dean Cain rejected by GalaxyCon over difference in values, sparking questions about conservative voices at fan conventions. I did hear about that this morning. And my thought is, don't support commie Marxism. Well, all right, you can say rough month. We can still do other things. When it drops, though, that's all people are going to care about that week and probably the week after. All people are going to care about is GTA 6. So it's going to be a little rough. It's going to be rough for people like me who aren't going to play it and aren't going to really talk about it outside of its numbers and what it's doing and the reactions. I mean, I think Jeremy's going to play it. I think Beardo's going to play it. I think Jed's thinking about playing it. I don't know. Maybe he's not. But a lot of people are going to play it. A lot of people I know are going to play it, and they're going to get a lot of people watching, and that's good. I'm not, because it would be disingenuous of me to play GTA 6 because I haven't played a GTA game since Vice City because I do not care about Grand Theft Auto. So if I played it, that would be a definite sign that I'm doing it just to get attention and just to get views. And it would be hollow views because I would stop playing it as soon as I finished it. There wouldn't be no going back. So it would be a complete lie if I played GTA 6. And I'm not going to lie to myself, and I'm not going to lie to you. So we'll talk about its number. There'll be stories about it we can talk about for sure, because I will be very interested to cover its likely success and compare it to the so-called successes that they tried to push off in 2025 as successes. So, well, Weasel, you'll be playing. Yeah, but you're not going to be streaming it, are you? You're not going to be streaming it. You're just going to be playing it for yourself. I'm talking about streaming. Either way, I'll talk about it, but it won't be in terms of my reaction to it. It'll be talking about its profit, its sales numbers, and stuff like that, which is about as much as I can do. And then we'll have the boys on to talk about it, how they're doing with it. So we'll get firsthand reactions from people playing it. So that'll be that. Disney's Bob Iger early exit as CEO is suspicious, even if the media refused to cover the story. Yeah, so I said that was a miss. I said that wrong yesterday when I said, oh, he's going to be the rest of the year. So I got that one wrong. Well, it had happened and I didn't read into it enough. So Bob Iger's leaving in the next few weeks. He'll be gone by March. And there is a thought out there that he is bailing early to avoid the upcoming disasters that are going to plague Disney this year. That's the belief. So we'll see. I kind of think that there are a lot of disasters coming Disney's way this year. And he set the table. Josh D'Amaro is going to have to eat at it. Walt Disney World reduces annual pass down payments by 50% for Florida residents. Well, that still fucks me over. I'm not a Florida resident yet. So I still have to pay whatever the full price ticket is for my day of doom. Ted Sarandos tells U.S. Senate Netflix has no political agenda under oath. Netflix kids content tells different story. That is true. They're pushing Alphabet Mafia crap through their stuff. Let's see. We've cooked Billie Eilish crap, cruise lines, anything here? No. Okay. All right. That's the news. I'm sticking to it. We'll see if you guys want to talk about anything else from that, aside from my initial reactions. Let's blow my nose, and then we'll go look at the furry video game. Oi! To not be sick anymore. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? All right. So once again, from Weasel the Shaved Furry. Since Derby got to show off two of his favorite games, I think I should be able to show off one of mine. Check out Furry Pride Paradise on the Switch. It's from those same developers. My wife made me play it, so it's perfectly okay. Well, Weasel, since you're here now, did your wife? Okay, there it is. Oh, I think we have a little bit of counter statement going on here. Little counter statement of what's going on here. Oh my God! Oh, my eyes! Ah, it's not even straight furry. It's gonna be gay furry. No. All right. All right, here we go. Let's bring it up. Oh, no, what is this going on? I didn't get my hair cut last week, and I got this little calic right here. You can see it. It just doesn't want to stay with the rest of my hair. So I keep having to get it out of my eyes. Hate it. I have to try and deal with that this weekend. Show it anyway. I hate my calyx. My hair is a nest of calyx. All right. Thank you, Weasel the Shaved Furry, for $15. Well, I now suffer this. Oh my goodness. Oh. Furry Pride Paradise Love and Fun. You can get it for $10, guys. Right now, get it for $10. 60% off for another 14 days. You can buy this. Let's read about it, then we'll look at the pictures again. Colorful furry boys, playful challenges, and reactions full of personality. Who will you unlock first in this pride-filled paradise? Oh, it is gay. It's gay. Every victory draws attention. In this pride-filled paradise, confidence is part of the game. Furry Pride Paradise Love and Fun invites you into a world that celebrates expression, personality, and playful attraction, where furries will probably fuck you in your ass. See, they can't make me play these, so they at least make me know it exists. Glad I got rid of that grift. I am so glad I got rid of that grift. Otherwise, we would have Nintendo gift cards coming my way, and I'd have to plug my Switch back in and play this shit. I am so glad I got rid of that grift right now. Ugh. Through short, engaging mini games, each success unlocks new images, comments, and reactions that reflect the unique attitude of the furry boys around you. This is a place where pride is visible in every smile, every reaction, and every bold comment. Yeah, a place where gay is visible. Gay furry. It's not just gay, it's gay furries. Some furry boys stand out with fearless confidence. Others reveal themselves slowly, watching how you play before opening up. Oh, God, they're watching you jerk off. That's what it's saying. They're watching you jerk off. Why? Why do these games exist? Listen, I'm all for Gooner games, but you know what? Enjoy your Gooner games in private. Don't share it with the world. Don't share your Gooner games with the world. Just don't. I don't want to know. You don't want to know my Gooner games. I don't want to know your Gooner games. Just don't. A few enjoy reacting to your choices, turning every win into a shared moment. As you progress, the furry boys respond directly to your performance, teasing, commenting, and encouraging you to keep going. Your skill, focus, and curiosity shape what you see and who steps closer. Win mini games, unlock scenes, and discover personalities that shine through confidence, attitude, and unapologetic charm in gay sex. Each victory adds a new layer to the experience, making every session feel expressive, rewarding, and full of character. Fun, bold, and proudly expressive. Our features are prideful furry boys, a diverse cast of furry boys that celebrate confidence, self-expression, and playful charm. Mini games with personality. Clear challenges to unlock comments, reactions, and new interactions. Unlockable scenes. Discover images and moments tied to your progress and performance. Multiple favorites. Different playstyles bring different furry boys into... Stop saying furry boys. Stop saying furry boys. High replay value. New interactions and outcomes encourage you to return again and again. Are you ready to play and discover your favorite furry boy? I hate that I keep saying that. All right, let's look at the scenes. Oh, he's going to arrest you. I'm not after prizes or gifts, just a moment with you by the terrace. Will you give it, or must I win you in the game? Ugh. Do you dare to an adventure in paradise? Come find me by the shore. Only if the tide decides. I'm in for an island game. Aim for the horizon. Oh, God. Wow, I've had so many laughs in paradise. More than I expected. We're rocking this. So gay. Afraid of an uncharted adventure? I'm not going back to the lobby. Oh, as a raccoon boy. Armor. Oh, there's your twink, right? There's the twink. There's the twink of the group. Oh, good Lord. How is he sweating? He's got, I don't know. Suggestive themes. Gay. Does he skip past parental controls? I don't know. I apologize to everybody joining the stream in these moments. Hello. I'm sorry. I did not do this by choice. Oh. All right, that's it. I've reacted. This is gay. Very, very gay. And I'm sure it just came out. It just came out a week ago, and it's already on sale, 60% off. They can't give this shit away. Ain't enough gay furries out there. Although, if you guys make Dermy play this, I will point and laugh. All right, there you go. Thank you, Weasel the Shaved Furry, for chipping away at my soul. Do not click on the publisher. I wasn't going to. I was not going to. It's not the plan. I react to what I'm told to react to. I'm not gonna go off the rails. I'm not wandering into that wilderness. I'll be attacked by gay furries. No. You know what? $20 and I'll go click on that. $20 and we will explore their games for $20. We'll do it. All right? $20. I need compensation for my mental destruction now. All right, let's see. While you guys decide my fate, what do we got going on? Rest of the day, we're going to try, since I don't have to really make a lot of dinner tonight, it's mainly leftovers, we'll do some of this tonight. We'll do some. We might finish it tonight. Please then also go vote. Go vote on the post tab in the main page. Go vote on the next game we play. Currently, Final Fantasy X HD Remaster is winning. We've only got 26 votes, so you guys can vote and still change it. Got at least another week on that. So please go vote. Also vote on this month's Nerdgasm at the end of the month. Please go vote on that as well. Tomorrow is Star Trek Day, so that is the focus of tomorrow. Get that out. I got nothing else going on. I don't got to dig out a car. I don't got to do anything else. No, Kratos, you can only vote on what's listed. No, and I'm not spending $10 on that shit. Anyway, so tomorrow's Star Trek Day. That is my goal. That is my main focus tomorrow, though we'll still do the stream. Not going anywhere. We'll still do the stream. That is my focus tomorrow. Get it out to you guys before the day is out. So then Friday is Ballbusters. I do not know if we have a guest this week. I never know. Dermy doesn't tell me to the last minute usually. Then, of course, Saturday, we've got Drive-In. Jen and I will upload our discussion on RoboCop. Real RoboCop. And then at 6 p.m., we've got Where No Man Wants to Go reviews. Myself, Jed, Brad, and now Dermy. We'll talk about Starfleet Academy Episode 5. And then Sunday, no roundtable because it's Super Bowl Sunday. So we're going to take it easy. We'll come back the following week. And I kind of wish we did have the show this week because there is stuff to talk about now. But we will not because it's Super Bowl. Anyway, so that's it. We're going to wrap it up then. We're just about at the hour. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys for being here today. I appreciate everybody's support as always. If you haven't checked it out, I did drop a video last night asking the question, who did it worse, Acolyte or Starfleet Academy? Who hurt the brand more? You can go check that out. And then we'll do some gaming later tonight. And we'll see what goes on the rest of the day. Anyway, so thank you guys for joining me. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys later tonight with some gaming. Until then, everybody, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day.